Egypt, a land of pyramids, pharaohs, and mysteries that have captivated the world for thousands of years. From the dawn of civilization to modern times, Egypt's history spans over 5,000 years, filled with incredible achievements, legendary rulers, and dramatic shifts in power. It's a story of rise and fall, conquest and resistance, glory and decline. In this video, we're going to take a journey through the entire history of Egypt, exploring its greatest moments, legendary figures, and the impact this civilization has had on the world. Buckle up, because we're about to travel through time and uncover the fascinating story of one of the greatest civilizations in human history. The birth of Egyptian civilization, circa 3100 BCE to 2686 BCE. Egypt's history begins along the banks of the Nile River, where early settlers discovered that the rich, fertile land provided the perfect conditions for farming. Over time, small villages developed into powerful city-states, and by around 3100 BCE, a ruler named Narmer, also known as Menes, achieved something extraordinary. He unified Upper and Lower Egypt, marking the beginning of the First Dynasty and the start of the Old Kingdom. This unification created a centralized government, with the pharaoh at the top, ruling as both a king and a god on earth. Egyptian society was highly structured, with priests, scribes, artisans, and farmers, all playing essential roles in maintaining the civilization. The Age of the Pyramids, 2686 BCE, 2181 BCE. The Old Kingdom, often called the Age of the Pyramids, saw some of Egypt's most famous architectural achievements. Pharaohs believed in an afterlife, and to ensure their journey into eternity, they constructed massive tombs, most notably the pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, remains one of the most astonishing human achievements in history. Alongside it stand the pyramids of Khafra and Menkaure, as well as the enigmatic Great Sphinx. These structures weren't just tombs. They were symbols of the pharaoh's divine power and Egypt's unparalleled ability to organize labor, resources, and engineering feats. However, this period of prosperity didn't last forever. As the power of the pharaohs weakened, local governors, known as nomarchs, began to challenge central authority. This led to political instability and eventually the collapse of the Old Kingdom, plunging Egypt into its first major period of decline. Chaos and rebirth. 2181 BCE, 1550 BCE. With the fall of the Old Kingdom, Egypt entered the first intermediate period, a time of division and chaos. Rival rulers controlled different parts of Egypt, leading to conflicts and instability. But Egypt would rise again. Around 2050 BCE, a new dynasty emerged, marking the beginning of the Middle Kingdom. This era brought military expansion, trade, and cultural achievements, but it was not as stable as the Old Kingdom. Around 1650 BCE, a foreign people known as the Hyksos invaded and took control of northern Egypt. They introduced revolutionary military technology, including the horse-drawn chariot, which would change Egyptian warfare forever. However, the Egyptians were not willing to stay under foreign rule for long. A powerful prince from Thebes, Ahmose I, led a rebellion that expelled the Hyksos and reunited Egypt once again, ushering in a new golden age. The Golden Age of Pharaohs, 1550 BCE, 1070 BCE. With the expulsion of the Hyksos, the new kingdom was born, and Egypt reached its height of power. The pharaohs of this era were not just rulers, they were warriors and empire builders. Egypt expanded its territory, conquering lands in Nubia and the Near East. One of the most fascinating rulers of this period was Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs. She focused on trade and monumental construction, leaving behind impressive temples like Deir el-Bahari. Then came the famous Akhenaten, who attempted a radical religious revolution by worshipping a single god, the sun deity Aten, instead of the traditional Egyptian pantheon. His reign was short-lived, and after his death, Egypt quickly returned to its old ways. One of the most well-known names from this period is Tutankhamun, or King Tut. Though he was a minor pharaoh, his tomb, discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter, revealed a wealth of treasures that gave the modern world a glimpse into ancient Egypt's splendor. However, the greatest pharaoh of the New Kingdom was Ramses II, often called Ramses the Great. He ruled for over 60 years and is remembered for his military campaigns, monumental constructions, and his involvement in the world's first recorded peace treaty, made with the Hittites after the Battle of Kadesh. Despite the glory of the new kingdom, internal struggles and external threats weakened Egypt once again. By 1070 BCE, the era of great pharaohs came to an end, and Egypt fell into another period of decline. Foreign rule and Cleopatra's Egypt, 1070 BCE, 30 BCE, Egypt's decline opened the door for foreign invaders. The Assyrians and Persians took turns ruling Egypt, but it was Alexander the Great who would change Egyptian history forever. In 332 BCE, he conquered Egypt and established the city of Alexandria, which would become a great center of learning and culture. After his death, his general Ptolemy took control, starting the Ptolemaic dynasty. The most famous ruler of this dynasty was Cleopatra VII. She was not only a brilliant strategist, but also a master of diplomacy. She aligned herself with Julius Caesar and later Mark Antony, hoping to secure Egypt's independence. However, after her defeat by Octavian, the future Emperor Augustus, Cleopatra took her own life, marking the end of ancient Egypt as an independent power. In 30 BCE, Egypt became a province of the Roman Empire. Islamic Egypt and modern times, 641 CE, present. After centuries under Roman and later Byzantine rule, Egypt underwent another major transformation in 641 CE, when Arab forces conquered the land, bringing Islam and Arabic culture. Cairo was established as the new capital, and Egypt became a vital center of trade and learning in the Islamic world. Over the centuries, Egypt would fall under the control of the Ottoman Empire, then the French under Napoleon, and later the British Empire. It wasn't until 1952 that Egypt finally gained full independence, leading to the modern nation we see today. So as you can see, from the construction of the pyramids to the reign of Cleopatra, Egypt's history is filled with incredible achievements, legendary rulers, and cultural advancements that have shaped the world. This civilization gave us some of the earliest forms of writing, remarkable architectural feats, and even the first known peace treaty in history. But despite its decline and foreign rule, Egypt's legacy remains stronger than ever. Even today, millions of people visit the pyramids, study hieroglyphs, and try to uncover the secrets of the past. What do you think is the greatest mystery of ancient Egypt? Let us at Change Chronicles know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more history videos like this.